All right, so this is your crash course into creating whatever this is. This is just like an organic shape thing that I did and made into curtain walls. So yeah, let's figure this out. Okay, so file. Then we're gonna go ahead and do new and then architectural template. So yeah, we're gonna be using mass in place. So you want to go to the massing and site tab. Oh, and then go to massing and in place mass. And my recommendation for you is that you don't use a computer that's like 11 years old. That yeah, it's probably gonna load just a little bit faster for you. So I usually like to start with the 3D view. Now, my suggestion to you is to not go into your other view and delete these elements or hide these elements because they are very useful to show the elevations when you're working with massing and site. But that's just my personal opinion. So you want to go to north, and then you want to go to plane, and then use the line and create two planes that are horizontal to each other and parallel. So we're just gonna change it to that, and we're gonna rename this plane 1, and then we're gonna rename this plane 2, and then we're gonna go to the 3D view now. So then, as you can see, we can't see the planes, so we have to set them the planes. So we have to click the set button right here, and then go to this little pop-up should pop up here, and then let's click reference plane 1, and then we have to click the show button, and then there is it right there. So now what you want to do is go to the top view. I like to rotate this around, and then I'm just going to use the spline tool. Wow, this computer is slow. And just use the spline tool. I'm just going to make a simple curve, nothing really too complex. And then what you want to do now is go to home view. And then what we want to do now is go to set work plane or reference plane. And then you want to go to reference plane 2. And this is the one above it. So now if we go to the top view and then turn this around and then click the spline tool. So you have to be careful with this because if you try and place your spline on top of the purple dot and you see that like magenta X on top of it, it means you're placing on the point, meaning that it's going to connect this spline with that point. Meaning you're going to get a, what's it called? Your spline is going to be attached to it, which is not what we want. So you always want to like offset it just a little bit. So yeah. Wow, this is really slow. So this is what I'm going to have as my thing. So now what you want to do is, so if you look at the side, you see how they're two separate things. Now you can select these and like move it as far back as you want or move it as far forward as you want. But I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as I had. I'm actually going to mess with this one because I want this to be a little bit further back. So yeah, now you want to click the bottom one, click Control on your keyboard and select the top one. So you're selecting both at the same time. And you'll see up here that the thing pops up and then you can do create form. We're going to go ahead and do solid form. And then this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see in this view. So what you want to go is you want to click fine and then consistent colors. Not consistent colors, no. Shaded. So that might make more sense as to what exactly the form should look like. I want to see what realistic looks like because I feel like realistic would also be helpful to see. It's kind of helpful. That's not helpful. That's not helpful whatsoever. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with shaded because that's what I normally use. So now you just want to press finish mask. That little pop-up will come up and then just escape that. So now what you want to do is go to the architecture tab, then curtain grid system, and then just select the entire thing and then just press create system. And then now if we go to the architecture tab, and by the way, you can change the grid sizes here by going to edit type and then creating like duplicate and then just changing out the spacings here and here. I'm not going to do that because this works fine, but you also might have to change it again. But now you want to click mullion and then all grid lines and then select all of this. And then now you have your mullions on here. Now I'm going to go ahead and change the spacing for this actually because I actually do want this to be slightly different. If we go to edit type, duplicate, what if we do a 2x2 grid system? Go to here and then we just go 2 and to. Press OK, and then it will take forever to load, unless you have a good computer. So just let that load. And then that's what your grid system will look like. Except for now, it got rid of the grid system, meaning you have to click mullions again, and then all grid lines, and then select this, and then wait for it to load again, because Revit is slow. And I'm crashing out my computer. Great. Alright, and this is what it looks like. So now you have this weird, funky looking, whatever it is. It's a mass in place. You can do a lot of things with this. This might be a better like representation of what exactly it's looking like. So I might like screen grab this in a second. But please don't be anything embarrassing. Okay. You can do weird things like I think this, but I was just messing around with that's not it. Yeah, you can do hexagons though. I think this is it. No, that's not it. Where's the 3D view? I was just messing around. If you've ever seen what the Hate or Leave center looks like, you'll know what I'm talking about. But why is nothing loading? Yeah, oh, I am crashing my computer. Just lovely. You know, I'm just not going to mess with it and show anything anymore. I'm like, okay, Revit's crashing. That's it. That's all the tutorial was.